What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome back to my FIFA 14 Team of the Week prediction series. I haven't been uploading this series for about 6 weeks now, which is quite a long time, but the World Cup was in between that. I wasn't too sure what EA was going to be doing in terms of Team of the Weeks, so I didn't really want to get into that, and the leagues are slowly getting progressively into some of the bigger major leagues. The French League 1 has started, I believe. Most of the second leagues in all the various different nations have started. The Russian League you've still got some very, very solid leagues across the board. Brazilian League, MLS, that's all still playing. And we're waiting a couple of weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks until all of the major European leagues have started, which makes the interesting Team of the Week a lot better. Makes it a lot more interesting, and obviously makes it a lot more for you guys to want to watch. I don't think you want to watch just leagues full of, I don't know, Irish players, or I'm not disregarding them, but they're not the strongest players on FIFA, and people aren't going to want to buy packs, especially when the FIFA 14 is coming towards an end. I believe it's only got a couple, maybe a month until its cycle is finished, and then FIFA 15 is up and started, and let's see what that is going to bring in terms of Team of the Week. I'm definitely going to continue these predictions on to FIFA 15, but let's get in this week's Team of the Week number 45, which I believe is coming out on the 13th of August, and it looks like an okay team. We've got some goal players. It's a lot stronger than some of the previous weeks. But let's get straight into it. And we're going to start off with the goalkeeper here. Benjamin Lecomte plays for FC Lorient in the French Ligue 1. And he played against AS Monaco. Picked up 7 saves and man of the match in his team's 2-1 win over Monaco. Falcao's penalty being the only shot that went past him. And I think that's a fantastic performance from that keeper. And it probably deserves a Team of the Week card. Moving on to the next player, the defense. We have this player here, Ignor Somlikov, plays for Zenit St. Petersburg, and they had an absolute stomping 8-1. Fantastic performance indeed. And this guy picked up a goal, an assist, and won a penalty for his team in the 8-1 victory. Moving on to the centre-back here, we have Lakadsky, plays in the Ukrainian League for Spartak, and this guy picked up a goal and a clean sheet in his team's 1-0 win over Mentalist Kharkiv, and his team was 10 men, so still a fantastic performance from him, keeping the clean sheet and getting the winning goal. Moving on to the next player, this player here, Gabriel Angela, plays for Watford in the Championship, the second English league, and he picked up 2 assists, a clean sheet, and man of the match in his team's 3-0 victory over Bolton Wanderers there. 2 assists from any centre-back is a very, very good, solid performance. Moving on to the midfield, first player I have here is Ivan Popov, plays for Kubin Krasnodar. I've got him out on the right-hand side, actually, in this formation, but played cam in the game, and he picked up 2 goals in his team's 2-2 draw with FC Rostov there. I believe they actually played on a Friday, so he could be a potential player not in there. This would be his second inform card, and I believe his first inform card was actually a very, very good card indeed. Moving on to the next player, this player here, Thiago Neves, plays in the Saudi League for Al Hilal, and he actually played as a cam, I think. He's also got a left mid. This would be his third inform card. Second inform is left mid. First inform is a cam. So this would be quite a good third inform card as a cam. Looks like a very, very good, solid player. Picked up 2 goals in his team's 4-1 victory. Could be a potential. I was just looking for players to fill in that centre mid spot. Moving on to the next player, we have this player here, Ivica Wozniak, plays in the Polish league for, I think it's Legia Wrocław. I'm not too sure how you pronounce that name. I'm not good with the Polish names, but this guy picked up, I believe, 2 goals from a CDM position in his team's 5-0 victory. You could also count it as a clean sheet. Obviously, playing a CDM, he's got more of that defensive role. Moving on to the final midfielder, we have this player here, Lasse Schöne, plays for Ajax in the Eredivisie. Actually played out on the left-hand side, left wing. Picked up, I believe, 2 goals and an assist, and man of the match in his team's 4-1 victory over Vitesse. I also think the pay for PSV had a very, very good, solid performance out on that left wing as well. Moving on to the cam in this formation, actually playing a striker. We've got this player here, Dalio Civitanic, plays for Nice in the French Ligue 1. And he picked up 2 goals and man of the match in his team's 3-2 victory over Toulouse. Gignac also for Marseille, picking up 2 goals and a very, very good, solid performance in his team's 3-3 draw over Bastia. So he could be a potential player for that striker position. Moving on to those 2 strikers up top. First we're going to have here is Salomon London. Like I said, plays for Zenit, and also is in his 8-1 victory. Picked up 2 goals and assists and got 10 out of 10 in the rating of the website I used. Another alternative player could be Alexandre Pato, picking up 2 goals for his teams. I think it was 2-0 victory for Sao Paulo. I'm not too sure on that result though. And moving on to the final player of the starting 11, we have Jonathan Soliano. This guy's definitely going to be in the team week, bagging 5 goals in his team's 8-0 domination over Glordig. Fantastic performance by him. 5 goals. I'm not too sure. He's got so many cards in the game. I think he's got man of the match, a team of the season. I think this would be his second inform card, maybe third inform card, and he looks like a very, very good, strong card indeed. This guy's been banging in goals right, left, and centre. Fantastic player up front indeed for Salzburg. Moving on to the sub bench, first player I have here is Stefan Fly, plays for Seattle Sounders in the MLS. I think that is. I may be wrong on that team, but he picked up 3 saves, a penalty save, and a clean sheet in his team's 2-0 win over Houston Dynamo. Also picking up the Man of the Match award in that game. And that game was a Monday, so again, could be a potential for not being in the squad. I believe another Belgium keeper was played in goal and had a very, very good performance as well. That guy was a bronzo, so probably not the most desirable card out there. Moving on to the next player, we've got quite a few, well, let's just say we've got defenders and strikers in the subs bench. First defender we have here is Chris Sola, plays for Real Salt Lake in the MLS, and this guy picked up 2 goals and a clean sheet and man of the match in his team's 3-0 victory over DC United. Fantastic performance by him, and he's going to be definitely picking up an inform card in that centre-back position. Moving on to the next player, I have this player here, Daniel Alala, plays for Middlesbrough in the Championship. I believe also a player, I'm not too sure of his name, plays for Millwall, also played in the centre-back. Both have very, very solid performances, but I went for this guy, picked up a goal and a clean sheet in his team's 2-0 victory over Birmingham. I believe the other player picked up a goal and clean sheet in his team's 2-0 win over Leeds. Moving on to the next player, this player here, Ken Leikal, plays for Blauschlig, who used to actually be in the Bundesliga, but actually got relegated to the second Bundesliga, hence the reason they have actually started playing their games. But this guy actually picked up 2 goals and an assist in his team's 3-0 victory over Heidenheim in the second Bundesliga. So I'm not too sure what EA are going to be doing with this card, because obviously his card is actually still a Bundesliga card, so I'm not too sure what's going to be going on with that one. Moving on to the next player, this player here, Rory Gaffney, plays for the I think it's Limerick in the Airtime City League. He scored a hat-trick in his team's 4-1 victory over Blair Rondelers, and this guy's going to be shit, no matter of doubt. He's just got shit stats. Moving on to the next player, this player here, Liljan Mikansky, plays another player in the second Bundesliga, plays for Karlsruhe, and he picked up 3 goals in his team's 3-2 victory over FSV Frankfurt. Again, an average striker. And moving on to the final player of this week's Team of the Week, number 45, we have this player here, Henok Goldblum, plays in the Swedish league for a team called AIK, and he picked up 3 goals in his team's 3-1 victory over Gelfe. And that is the team, guys. Let's have a quick look at it. As you can see, we have got a couple, about 6 gold players in there. The rest of them are silver in the starting 11, and the subs bench is just strikers and defenders plus a goalkeeper. But overall, this team week is actually slowly getting progressively better. You've got quite a few cheap gold players that could be very, very good in FIFA. You've got also a couple of silver players, Angela, Sasha Shone, could be fairly solid indeed for making a team or something around that. But guys, that's the Team of the Week number 45. If I've missed any players you think should have been in this Team of the Week, put that in the comments. Also remember to hit that like button, also remember to subscribe, stay tuned to this series, because I will be doing the Team of the Weeks from now over the way until I believe I've got 1 week I will actually be out of the country, so I may not be able to do that Team of the Week, but I'll be requesting this going into FIFA 15 to get this Team of the Week predictions out as well. But guys, this comes towards the episode. This has been Rush. Till next time, adios!